wanna play no game, that what you know. So if you think it's the top, tell them move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hova. You know them, now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady decking clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Latimer on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First down, it's Webb. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Webb now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake it and bake it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that'll allow you.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Detroit!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. He's going to fire one deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here we go now. Green.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And Mayfield just getting the play off. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Gone! Set!
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry from 6 yards away. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the throw, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Latimer on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Give him 30 yards there. A handoff to Barkley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 20! And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. It's Barkley on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space. No gain.
Here's Webb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open. In the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. First down throw from Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Leads this to Callaway over on the right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Lucky 56.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
No. Check. Patriot.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Final play of the half. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Blue 90.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. William Gay, the one who was there defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. First throw now for the backup Manning. And that's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun. Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15 and a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Manning now to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
You know as well as I do, it's really important to get Odell Beckham Jr. involved early, and that's the first time that Eli Manning was able to find him, and we're in the second half.
You think he and Eli maybe had some words on the sideline, hey, let's get on the same page?
Without a doubt, because they know that that kick starts their team, that gets them going, and now they have to do it again and again as we go down the stretch.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Manning will try again on second down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Zebra.
From the gun on third down, Manning. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be fourth down. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage?
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, They don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start it on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Here's a give to Barkley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are. And
that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Zebra.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And his pass incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Let's go. Zebra. Gun.
Back to throw, Manning. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now it's Barkley, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.